sir. There we are, arm in arm and toe to toe.
That sounds like a dance step.
Dance step? Dance step, you say? Well, it would be the dance of death with the dreaded Basenji, our dance partner. It was our turn to lead. Gunpowder had run out, and so had most of our gun bearers.
You should have shot them.
Couldn't waste the ammunition. Caught two of them just as they ran past my wickiup. 4 days we held them off with rocks and pebbles. They're afraid of gravel, you know.
Would it do to hire them to repair a driveway, you don't suppose?
You may laugh now, my young pup. Where were you when our backs were against it?
Now, Major, Bobbykins was just having you on.
Having me on? Having me on, you say?
Yes, and you don't fit.
Master Toto, Madam wondered if you'd like to show Miss Katie the gardens.
What? No, I mean, I'd much rather stay here and listen to the Major.
Afraid you and Bobby had start outside.
I think we'll just have to case the joint. How about it, Trisha dear?
I'm yours, lover.
Anyone care to join us, Miss Trent?
Well, I suppose some fresh air might do me some good. I hate being cooped up. Cooped up? No air? Walls closing in around me? I can't move! I can't breathe!
Tours leading from here.
Isn't she a treat? And that couple?
Yes, I don't believe they're from around these parts.
Major, would you care to get out? I mean, go to the afternoon constitutional.
Capital idea. Best get going before this blow hits full force. You know, this reminds me of the time when the colonel and I went down to...
Thank you, Exwood.
Not at all. Now, if we could just get Miss Katie on the other side of the door.
Look, Bobbykins, the couch is free. Yes, well, free is a relative term. I have a feeling it's not going to be without its price. But I didn't call for you, Doctor, and Mary seems to have vanished. I can't believe she'd sent for you, then be gone when you arrived.
Odd bit of business, all right. Edgewood, have you seen Mary?
I think I'll just pop out with it myself.
Oh, look, Doctor, we're interrupting the lovebirds. I'm sure they'd rather be left alone. Yes, how kind of you. Aunt Mary, Margaret, what do we know about those Americans? Honeymooning Americans mixing business with pleasure is the extent of it. Yes, but what sort of business? I saw them examining the silver as we dined. Maybe they were looking at our coat of arms? Perhaps. One other odd bit of business while we're speaking of it. If Aunt Mary has gone somewhere, then who keeps playing the organ?
Well, I haven't heard it for hours.
Oh, might not have anything to do with anything. Perhaps it's a horse of a different color. Horse? Why do you say horse? Sorry. Pig of a different color.
Say, isn't your brother still in the States? Bobby's father, doesn't he hold a deed to the matter?
Oh, yes. We haven't heard from him in a while. He's probably gotten himself into some scrap again. Black sheep of the family, you know. Didn't mean anything toward your father, Bobby.
Bobby.
Yes, Bobby's father, no respect intended, being the eldest member of the surviving family, holds a deed to the Houndstooth Manor.
You making a point there, are you?
Idle conversation is all.
Bad business having a document of that sort floating about in such bad hands.
What was that?
Beg pardon.
That noise. Did you hear it? I don't hear anything, Auntie. It sounded like a horse being driven at full gallop. I don't hear it. Oh, it's gone now.
Maybe it was Sir Geoffrey. While we're waiting for the audio solo, I'd like to ask about this ghost of yours. You know, I never have heard the full story of Sir Geoffrey's demise. subsequent return in ectoplasmic form.
Yes, do tell, Auntie. It might get your mind off more sinister things.
Like talking about a ghost?
Yes.
Do tell the good doctor. I myself haven't heard the story for quite some time. Well, as you know, Sir Geoffrey was my great-great-grandfather, something a bit of a rogue despite his title. As I heard it, he met his ends on a stormy and wind-tossed night.
You mean I don't get to do the sound effects?
Maybe you better tell it.
You correct me if I veer off the track. Sir Geoffrey was a bit of a gambler in his day, and had a knack for vanishing just when it came time to settle up. It was just such an occasion that caused him to ride hard for the manor house with a group of his cold-hearted mates in hot pursuit. Something about him owing them an ox. But on this particular night, he found he was in fact oxless.
He was murdered over an ox.
Oxen came at a premium in those days. Anyway, he made his way back to the homestead and quickly disguised himself as a monk
A monk?
to throw off his pursuers. It didn't work, and they caught him and hung him from the tower window as an example to others who thought themselves above their responsibilities.
So now he roams the halls and haunts the very manor itself, searching for his assassins to exact his revenge upon them?
No, he's looking for an ox.
You mean for all these years he's...
You have to understand the man. In Sir Geoffrey's day, he was known as Geoffrey the Dense. Once he got his mind set on something, he simply wouldn't be shaken from it. Oh, Bobby, the storm seems getting closer. You'll protect me?
I think I'd rather take my chances with the storm.
Boy, there's a real frog strangler coming up.
Frog strangler, eh? Seems to me there's a great deal of talk regarding animals in this joint today. Frogs, oxen, horses.
Horses, what have you heard?
You must calm down, Lady Fenster. I believe this gloomy atmosphere is getting to you.
Oh, Margie, I'm so scared. Look, I have goosebumps.
Animal talk again. I should become a veterinarian.
While you two were out, did you happen to run into anyone?
Well, we never made it over to the gardens. A gale came up and darn near blew me slap down.
We're looking for my sister, Mary. She's a bit taller than I am and talks well with her hands.
She talks with her hands? What could anyone learn about talking with your hands?
Nothing quite the steam out there. Wouldn't be surprised if we get a full dose of nasty weather before the evening's over.
Oh, I do hope I can get back when the old bridge gets swamped.
Best get a leg under a bow. A real manager max building out there. Reminds me of the time when I was caught in a typhoon with nothing but a canoe and a bottle of red wine.
Yes, I better be going. Please have Mary ring me up when she returns.
Maybe you should wait till it blows over.
Anyway, the Colonel and I had to go halvesies on the line, but there were only enough trumpets for one.
You mean the storm, or...
I have a brief announcement. Madam's been murdered. He will be late.